So let's check out Evan Mobley's passing in 5 games, mostly against good teams, including his last 3 tourney games. And we'll start with passing out of double teams. So here against UConn, the double team comes and his teammate cuts when Mobley's not looking, which results in the turnover. Um, Here he gets double teamed, and that's such a nice pass, and it creates such an open three, and it misses so badly. And then here, same story. Double team comes, and he finds the wide open shooter who again bricks it. Uh, Here he gets doubled on the roll, and then he quickly hits the roll man, but he takes too long to gather, and then gets blocked. So, people make all these videos of Cade Cunningham getting robbed of assist. Where the Evan Mobley robbed of assist? Finally here, he hits the open three man again. This time the shot goes in. So his teammates finally make UConn pay, but that was the last time they make UConn pay for doubling him, because here, this is just a beautiful, impossible pass. Again, wide open shooter, and it misses. That's just insane, though, to make that pass for a big man. Here in the right portion of the screen, you can see once again he gets doubled. Once again, just a wide open three. He is creating wide open three after wide open threes, and it's just so many bricks. Now here, the whole defense collapses on him against Arizona, and you see he gets the hockey assist, which is pretty nice. Now in the tournament against Kansas, number 2 just kind of cheats over, and Mobley instantly creates an open three, which, misses. Here he gets the ball in the post, and, he starts to post up, and then the double comes, and then as soon as he sees the double, he kicks it out to his teammate on the perimeter, who drives and gets fouled for a couple of free throws, which doesn't go in the stat sheet, but it helps. And here he just gets doubled and whips it right to the other big for a dunk. You just can't double this guy. It just doesn't work. So now against Oregon, you can see he kicks it out to the perimeter, sets a screen, gets switched onto the guard, and now Oregon needs to help, but you can't do that because he's going to find the open man, and that's going to be a layup. Just can't defend against that. Now here, once again, he rolls, instantly gets doubled, finds the open man, but his teammate steps out of bounds and once again robs him of an assist. So now the double team comes in the post, and he throws this a little bit behind his teammate. It's off the mark, but then Isaiah White kind of turns this into a little adventure and gets rejected by the rim, so that happened. Here against Gonzaga, 3 defenders converge on Mobley, and he finds Drew Peterson at the top of the key, who drives for an easy layup. Now let's look at some passing off the dribble. Okay, now this is just ridiculously skilled. He crosses the teammate up and makes the crazy shovel pass off the dribble. I don't know if any other player at all in this draft, even guards and wings, have made a highlight like that. Now, here's just a simple, take it coast to coast and kick it back to your brother for the open three. Nothing too fancy, but, some nice ball skills for a big man. Here, again, pretty simple. Just, take a couple dribbles in, find the open shooter, get a nice look at 3. Simple stuff, but it's nice. Same deal here. Dribbles the ball up the court, playing point center, and just kicks it back to the shooter. Simple pass, open 3, goes in. So here, Corey Kispert decides to help, and you can't do that versus Mobley because he's going to hit his brother with a nice shovel pass for an open layup. Once again, Corey Kispert forces him baseline. Mobley just tiptoes along and then finds his brother again. Very easy layup. That's hard to defend against. So here he starts driving, and it turns into a post-up, and he gets pretty deep on the baseline, but he can't really reach the open man, and it gets picked off. And now let's look at his passing from the top of the key. Here to open the game against UConn, Drew Peterson backdoors James Bouknight, and Mobley finds him for the easy bucket. Here, the pick and roll gets doubled. The guard helps on Mobley. That means somebody's open, and Mobley finds the open man like he always does. So here, being tall is helpful because he can see the cutter over the defense, and he can also pass over the defense, and it gets an easy bucket. This is pretty simple, but he just takes one dribble to draw the help in and just create a little bit of extra space for his teammate to be a little bit more open. Here, you see some brother-to-brother action, and this is why having 2 good passing bigs is helpful. It makes life easier on the guards, and you get more open looks. Now, coming up, this is just a very simple swing pass. Nothing special, but open shot, gets an assist. Now against Gonzaga, he passes to the guard, he gets it back, and then he makes a pretty solid post entry to his brother, which, not the best shot, but not the worst shot. It rims out, just misses an assist. Then here he's dribbling with time running out in the half, and he actually makes a really nice pass where he leads Peterson perfectly beyond the arc, but then his 6'8 teammate gets blocked by a 6'1 Zag, so what can you do there? Here, Oregon tries to front the post, and Mobley gets a nice brother-to-brother action and gets an easy bucket out of it. Now against UConn, here's a rare occasion where Mobley gets a pass deflected and he can't pass over the defense for a turnover. And against Kansas, once again, he does a really good job finding cutters, just seeing over the defense and making that pass. So let's wrap up these last few highlights with some closing thoughts. And first, you can see that he moves the ball very quickly. The ball doesn't stick. Overall, he turns it over very rarely. He can see over the defense. He can pass over the defense. He makes great decisions. He puts his teammates in great positions to score. And between him and his brother, having two passing bigs kind of atone for USC not having the most talented perimeter players. And they had a really effective offense. Ultimately, Mobley probably won't be a Jokic-level passer, but outside of that, you got to put him up there with one of the best passing big prospects of all time, up there with guys like Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Andrew Bogut. And what makes this really exciting is there's a big correlation between passing and defense. And he's 7 feet tall, he's long, he's athletic, he's got an awesome basketball IQ, he never fouls. He has potential to be an elite two-way star. So how can you not take him number 1 overall?